Big B,
And this is Little B here.
bringing you our matchup here: Goku Black versus Towa.
Yep, so I believe I started first, and just bear with me, guys. There are a couple misplays here, but we'll go over that.
Yeah, definitely a couple of rogue decks we just decided to play on the fly. So there's a little bit of mix-ups and everything, but we help each other out, fix a couple of things. Definitely a little fun though. A little fun decks you can just build on the side. Low
Yes, for
budget,
sure.
low
Super
budget.
cheap. Alright, so looks like I'm doing the plus effect on the unison. Just have to reveal. I think we're going over that.
Yeah, it's a must reveal for the effect, and then the draw. Go, my turn. Oof. Just looking at the cards you're putting down in your energy, and I'm like, oh man, he might have the slug version, especially different variants for the Towa deck, so you kind of have to be careful. On my turn, I don't think I had much to do because turn one you can't really do much with Goku Black, especially don't want to swing into that dragon, it's too strong. But there you go. Just decide to attack the leader since I know it's a self awakener. So might as well go into that. Then pass.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a slow roll for me. Just gotta set up. Again, there are a couple like things I didn't know as far as like how Bardock Prismatic and Gohan Prismatic worked. And just a disclaimer, I know that my deck profile went up and I have Gohan in there, but I didn't have Gohans on me, so I was replacing them with Ultimate Blows, which you guys will see. So looks like I'm just activating the ball, going top 7, and adding the Bardock. I think we're just going over just to make sure I can add it.
Yeah, it's really tough because the Towa says black card, like you can have any cards with Zeno on the name, not including black cards. But since it is a dual color, it's not only is it black, but it's also a color card. So it just goes through that effect. So it counts itself as a color card and a black card. So then it's literally able to go. You're able to do those things that you want to do with it.
Yeah, you just got to be careful with the Toa deck, just because you got to make sure you're charging the right things and tapping the right colors for these cards and their effects. So, simple
Nope.
charge, effect, pass.
Did you put a card down for under the deck to gain one? Let's see there.
Me, on my last turn, I did. I put the green boo, I believe.
Oh yeah, you're right. Totally missed it again. Oh man, two destructions in the energy. I'm crying. But it's okay because being able to ramp on turn 2, be able to bring out my unison. He's a beefy guy. Blocker, a beefy guy. Once he's out there, he's doing a lot of work for me. Helping me with the draws, helping me block. He restands on at the end of the turn, gains a counter.
Yeah, that card was definitely a problem for me. That card's stuck.
Yeah. And then now I can finally swing into the dragon without having to worry about comboing or anything, and I can my hand still flourishes, so no problems there. Then swinging at the leader also, helping you awaken early. It could be a plus or it could be a negative. It just depends on how well you defend. So I'm just attacking. Might as well do something instead of letting the turn go by. And now for the effect, when the card goes to the discard, it lets me draw, restand, and I gain a mark.
Yeah, I was for sure not ready for this matchup. I had to read every single card Big B was playing. All right, I think this is where I go for the Awaken. So yeah, so we're just doing Unison effect again, getting rid of that brick. That big slug is such a brick in the hand. But, you know, Unison does help filter.
That Shenron is so definitely
Dude,
something I wanna keep down below 3 because it just once you hit turn 4, whew, man, you just flood
yeah,
the field just gets big and then it just starts getting out of control. And there's no removal in my deck, so it's just all defense. So a lot of hits means a lot of trouble for me.
yeah. So right now we're just activating Towa promo, tapping the 1, critting a life. And I think I added it to hand by mistake.
Yeah, I think it was a discard.
Yeah. So we're just making sure we do that right. I'm pretty sure I play a Dark Brawly.
I think you play two things because you're able to play Dark Brawling and you're playing something else when you do Dark Brawling.
Yeah, so I end up going for the Vindicator. Yeah, that Vindicator, when your opponent is at a certain amount of energy, I believe it's 3, you can tap 1 after the battle and go into the 7 drop. And this is where I misplayed because he was at 2 energy. Yeah, so the better line of play for sure would have been to go for 2 Shadow Warriors. But again, that was a mistake on my part. And I catch it like as soon as I go for the swing. Awaken, untap 1, draw 1. Cool thing about the Towa leader though is it's a 20k on swing and it still draws, so you can apply a lot of pressure to unisons and leaders.
Obviously, swings at the unison. You want to keep that unison low, especially since my unison also has an effect where it just goes nutty, especially if I have 7 markers on it. So we go losing markers, which is a good idea. Definitely hit the unison. A lot of people either decide to go for the leader or they try to go for the unison. It's just like it really helps my deck because it's a I can change on the fly, like either attack or defense, and then depending on what happens, I can choose to either go with my Samasu line or I could decide to go with the big Samasu off of the unison. It's really easy to get the 7 markers if they're not attacking the unison. If they're trying to just to steamroll you. But then if they're attacking the unison, then you kind of want to just play the Samasu and lock them down so that they don't have any they can't bring anything out 4 or higher with the old tragedy. So here we are. We'll do the effect one more time because still can't awaken. Trying to see here where my next line plays.
I think it was here where I caught the mistake. But yeah, no, I had no idea what play you were going for because I didn't know what your deck was doing. So I'm just playing like summon poke. That's all I was trying to do.
I'm still just aiming at the dragon. Just don't want that effect popping off next turn. I think at one point in the game you put a dragon under there, so you were able to do it the turn afterwards. But poof, it's all right. So at that point, I guess I had nothing to do, so I passed the turn. Yeah, I think I was breaking pretty hard at that point because I couldn't see any of my my Goku Black, the one that helps me put more markers on my unison and flips my leader. You don't really want to flip your leader on the unawakened side. You want to just like go down to your awakening position. Just go down all the way to your 4 life, and then afterwards awaken, bring him out, flip him back to unawakened side, and then draw 2 for the awakening. And you kept drawing them, huh?
Yeah, dude. And I'm only playing 3 in the deck, so.
Kept
But
drawing. That's like
that unison saved me, dude. Honestly. So, charge the ultimate blow. That,
yeah. I mean, I played with Towa as well, and like that Shenron unison is just like nobody really wants to hit it. It's too big, and then you just lose too much power trying to combo over it.
Yeah, so here I finally have the requirements met, and I'm swinging with the Brawly. I'm gonna go ahead and tap, activate his effect, and I believe I just go straight into the 7-drop. 7-drop with deflect.
Yeah, this part I can't do anything because I don't have any cards on the field, which is a requirement. You have to have the requirements. You have to do the one from hand, the one from field, and the one from the drop. The way it's worded is really weird, but you pretty much have to do you have to do one from all of them. If you don't, you have to take that life. Or is that where you got the mistake? Or?
I don't know. I'm trying to, I guess we just take it back? I'm trying to figure out what happened. I guess we just go for the swing, I guess, because something was pointed out. Yeah.
Oh, and then yeah, I activated this crazy effect off of the unison, which is a so you have to pay the cost, which is the 3 blue for like bringing out a unison. And he has a counter play, negate, where he'll negate the attack and he'll play himself, but then you also have to have a spirit boost. So you pretty much sacrifice your old unison to bring out a brand new fresh one for 4 markers, and now you got a brand new fresh unison out on the field. Yeah, you rested 3 energy, but he's out there with 4, and he's still a blocker, 19k. You know, if you know your opponent isn't going to attack you anymore or anything, you know it's a perfect time to bring him out. Because then in the next turn you can bring out the works undone, put him under it, go up to 5, do the effect with the energy, and then go up to 6, and then put a double under him, go up to 7, and you're able to play the big behemoth, Samasu. You can bring him out of your hand or out of your energy. Playing the Brawly with the reduced cost because the Towa does reduce cost on these guys. Crazy ruling that definitely made the SS4 engine a little bit slower. That I guess even though she reduces cost, like she can reduce the cost in any color but black. So whenever it's a specified black cost, like the Bardock, you still have to pay them.
Yeah, so we're trying to really just apply pressure. That's why we're trying to go for the 7-drop. And the Vindicator play on the last turn didn't work because I made the mistake of trying to summon it from the deck, but it can only be summoned from war per hand. So that's why it didn't go through. But I was really trying to get that effect off, just because we had gone over the fact that if you don't meet the requirements, you still burn.
Yeah, and then I don't have a battle card on the field, so I take that live. At that point, I think I'm just asking whether it goes to the trash or whether it goes to my hand. It goes Decimator. Funny thing is, like, after turn 2, when I bring out the unison, it's really hard for me to like uh, gain energy because I don't have enough for sparking for dimension magic. So I really had to like survive a lot or have enough like to combo out of hits and everything. So I think this at this moment here, I'm I'm at the point where I can awaken. So to the draw 2, and then if I have comes works undone, I can flip him back, awaken again, draw 2 more. There we go. 2. Didn't use his effect because you when you use his effect once, you really can't use it again. So I mean, I don't want to use it to lose a life. Works undone is the card that you need to use for that to be able to safely add an energy to your background. And here we go, hitting again the Shenron. Still keeping it at 2. We're just deciding what to play next.
Yeah, just because I didn't have the Gohan negates, so I didn't really have like a solid negate other than Janemba. So that's why I was like, my line of plays were different.
Swinging with the leader, obviously get the extra draw, so that's 3 draws on 1 turn. I think at this point I was just debating what I should do because 2 big 30Ks out on the field, you know.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Towa is you can just play these guys for 1-2 energy apiece, get their effects off.
Okay, so now I played Goku Black Decimator, and then the thing about this is it lets me play it from the hand, but I can't play anything other than Goku Black or Samasu for the rest of the blue. I think blue has to be blue, or I just Goku Black and Samasu.
Yeah, I think this is where Big B put in a lot of work right now. I think it's this turn.
So then I play my 5 at 5 energy. I can play Goku Black, Countdown to Destruction for free because it was permanent. His auto is that once he's played, I get to draw a card, but then I can't play another one. So like if they decide to negate him or anything, he won't hit the field. If I have another one in hand, I can play another one until it does resolve. So it's kind of bait, but then most people don't like fall for it. You know, it's pretty tricky though because this deck there's just this when you can do this. So pretty much I use because the Samasa's effect is that if I have 3 or more energy, I can use Union Patara, and I can use any one of my materials from my back row. And obviously, all of my materials are in my back row. You can see it's all Goku Blacks and Samasus. So then I get to Union Patara pretty much for free. Only requirement is that I had 3 energy. So now I'm able to bring it out. I'm really worried about his deck, so I end up thinking about it because I don't want to mess it up, just in case he has something that might counterplay it. I don't know what his build is like, so I'm just gonna attack. I know he doesn't have anything to minuses. So then just swing to just kind of, I don't know if I decided to clear board. I don't think I swing at the I swing at the Shenron. Make sure it goes down. Make it worth the while, and now bring out the big boss for that lineup.
Yeah, I was definitely not ready for this play.
So here, I mean, it's safer to play right now because there's the potential of him having red cards in his hand. So what I did was I just activated his activate main or possible activate battle, to bring out the Tragedy Overground. I had it in my hand, so I just brought it out into play. And the cool thing is that it lets me target it from hand, drop, deck, or energy. So I can unless it's in the warp, I can pretty much bring it up. So now, like, yeah, he has more energy now, but then he also has the thing where he just can't be playing big boss monsters anymore. And then here I have my blocker. I have a big enough drop area where I could go ahead and negate. So I feel like I'm sitting pretty at this point.
Yeah, so past my turn, I was like just playing through a huge floodgate. Was not ready for that. So that changed the entirety of the game. I think here I was just going for just like a small one drop beatdown.
You go successfully always putting slugs under the deck. And 20k swing with a draw. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't have a Dimension Magic for a long time in this hand. And I think I draw into 2 of them eventually, but it's because I had to use a lot of my super combos. So that's kind of what that's kind of the deciding factor of this game. I really didn't have any negates in the later part of the game, where like it's if you go up against a deck kind of like this where floods the field at one point. I really needed to be able to control the board. I thought that the Tragedy Overground would control it, but I was sorely mistaken. He definitely has a lot of less than 3 cost battle cards. As you see, he starts bringing them out.
Yeah, so here my line of play was just again just small guys hit, and now my unison is extremely important because if he dies, then that goes out the window. So what I was trying to do here is just apply as much pressure as I can because anything 4 and up was just dead.
Yeah, definitely just working on defending. I am at 4 life. I have some super combos in hand. I definitely have I have sensu beans I can't use though. I'm pretty much stuck because I literally do not have a dimension magic. I think towards the end there was a dimension magic in my life. There's a dimension magic later in the deck, and then the last 2 were like all the way at the bottom. Did not see them. That's definitely it's definitely the deciding factor in this game for sure. So at this point, I'm just trying to bring out. I'm thinking I gotta bring out my Goku Black to be able to get rid of his energy because his energy is gonna be a lot of problems for me. I already raised them up, and he's looking pretty with a whole bunch of energy. I have a Goku Black that targets his energy as long as he has 5 or more, so I'll be able to take 2 of them down. He definitely gets a read on what I'm about to do because he decides to go with that counterplay. Even though it like pops it, if I had another one in hand, I would have been able to bring it out. But I think that's all I had because I played one off the energy early, and I played one that went into the Union Patara. So this one was definitely my 4th one here.
Yeah, thank
Not
God
being
for
able
Bardock.
to not being able to draw definitely slowed down the plays. I was gonna bring out the 9-drop Goku Black here, and then I swing to get the draw, and then in a sudden moment of realization, I think I realized that I can still play the 9-drop, which I draw into a new one. I already had one in hand, but I draw into another one. The thing is here, I just don't know. I don't want to go into defense with all my energy tapped and him having such a big board. So I'm just debating here what it is I need to do to help me clear this board. Also trying to, I think I tried to go hit the Shenron, but you end up negating at one point. Let's see.
Yeah, I was trying to save my Shenron as much as I could because I wanted to get that -3 ability on the Unison.
I think there was also a misplay at the moment that we didn't catch until a little later. I think you didn't tap a black card for the Bardock.
I think I did. I thought I tapped Ultimate Blow, but I think you corrected me. I think we just were going over it because I'm pretty sure I tapped Ultimate Blow for Bardock and then Blue for Janemba. So yeah, I think we're just going over it because you were saying that it needs to be a black card.
So then I go over here, work's undone. Trying to do my thing so that I could draw some more. Then there you go. That's where you do the misplay. You tap the green.
Yeah, and then I think here is where you called it.
But it didn't really matter because you did have 2 black cards that you can still use. The red Brawly counts as a black card, and then you have a black Brawly out there as well.
So just remember, people, all prismatics cost 1 black.
Yeah, it's really weird that they decided to do that for the effect. So yeah, at this point, I realized like he's tapped 2 energy, and then I'm all like, did you tap black for him? It was like, oh wait, that one's
yeah.
red.
Here's where you called it. So we just make the correct fix.
Yeah. So the first one, you told me that you did do the first one, the Ultimate Blow. The Janemba was blue. And then the Bardock was off of the red one, and then I told you, it's like, okay, so I think you want to tap the green. Yeah.
Yeah. So we make the fix. So I tap all the blacks, and then supposed to leave one open. Yeah.
So like we said, it was the first time he was playing the deck, and mistakes are made. You know, we were learning everything, but that ruling was definitely one of the most weirder ones. I mean, as a team, we try to figure these things out together. So we're like, this is just a casual play that we always do, and we're just learning here, just setting up the right way, just make sure we don't make the mistakes in the actual TCG out there. You know, when we're out on the field, actually playing tournaments. Don't want to be caught getting rule sharked, or you don't want to be making mistakes, making yourself look bad. So here we go. Try to swing in to the. At this point, I forgot to swing into the Shenron. And I'm just trying to clear the board, which, you know, at that point, I think I should have just swung at the Unison, because he had such a big board anyway. I wasn't gonna do anything. And my hopes are at this point to like draw into a sensor beam or something to try to like survive this whole attack. And I think I do have a sensor beam in my hand, and I totally like misplay. I don't use it because I'm thinking of other things, and I end up messing up the whole the way I'm supposed to play everything, and he catches me off guard. Especially attacks me, I think, with like more cards than I thought he would, and definitely takes the win in this turn. I'm not mistaken. I'm here 1 energy. He didn't let me play anything. Couldn't draw anything. Couldn't reverse my leader. No negates. My Unison is face down because I wasn't able to. I was trying to at least play the Samasu. Hopefully he didn't like know it's a fact. But I mean, I think I don't know if he did it just to get rid of the Samasu, just in case I wanted to do something or bring out a Unison. I mean, a Union Patara. But that definitely messed me up a lot because now my Unison wasn't able to stand up or draw. And there it goes. He's just attacking the Unison just in case. He didn't know the deck build, and just in case I had a Trunks.
So yeah, pass back's my turn. Just wanted to get that Unison down to 1 because I don't know if he was playing Trunks or not. And again, just trying to apply as much pressure as I can on the leader with my little guys because it's really all I can do. I don't main deck an out for. I don't even think there's an out. I'm reading it, trying to find a way to clear it, but the card can't be removed by opponent's skills.
So I decided to go ahead with the negate. I decided to keep the life. I just negated with the 1 energy, so now I have another energy open.
Yeah, I have like all these dead cards in my hand. Like even Boo's dead. So finally cleared the Unison. Only had 2 cards in hand. Think? I don't know. Oh, I guess I do go in.
Yeah, no, this was the turn you go in because why not? You know, you have all of them are 60k. I have to combo out.
That's right. I think I saw you only had 4 cards in hand and no Unison, so I was just gonna go all in.
I did a dummy mistake in one of these. I don't know if overhead view catches it. I think in one of my lives I end up getting the Sensu Bean, which is right here. And like a dummy, I'm thinking of defending and not really thinking of of what I could do with a Sensu Bean. Oh, did you pass there? There, man.
Yeah, the only card I had in hand was the Ultimate Blow.
Okay, so yeah, this was the problem here where you just already had the big field and everything. Funny enough, you could have played the Shenron effect in the beginning of your last turn, but I guess you didn't want to. Just you didn't want to lose them from the field, maybe. Because you would have minus the 3 and he would have been gone, but you would have gotten the 3 out onto the field.
Because my hand was so low, I wanted to see what else I could draw into, like maybe another, Brawly or Janemba or Slug. So I ended up not activating the effect. And then here's where you play the triple striker. So I was just trying to see if it had deflect at all, which I'm pretty sure it does.
It did not have deflect. It just doesn't get hit targeted by the Bardock because I think your Bardock has a limit to what it hits.
Yeah,
but you do the ultimate blow, which definitely messes me up right there.
Yeah, that ended up saving me. That this whole game, ultimate blow ended up saving me.
Because
if you guys don't know what, if you guys don't know what ultimate blow does, it's an older card. So counterplay for 1 energy, you can give one of your cards plus 10,000 and revenge for the turn. So you can give it to one of your blockers, and it can just go 1 for 1 on a big swing.
Yeah, and here it's definitely stopped me. I was gonna try to swing in for game. I realized he didn't have many cards in his hand, so I was just like, I think I have to try to win it here, and that stomped me. I didn't know what else to do. I was thinking, I think I was able to do a couple of things still because I could still draw with the leader swing. But there just isn't much removal in my deck as much as I want there to be. The Goku Black and the Samasu stuff, it's really limited. You can't do much because if you want to play the works undone card, the one that lets you flip over your leader and everything, it specifically says that for the duration of the game, you can't play anything other than Goku Black or some else's. So, I mean, other than unisons and whatnot, but for that, you sacrifice like your deck build and everything. So this deck is just mostly archetype. I do swing into his unison because now I'm a 20k double strike. It wasn't enough to bring him down so that he wouldn't bring out the whole field. And then I think I would have been able to survive most of it if I didn't misplay. I know I misplayed somewhere. I remember I had a sensu. I think I timed it wrong because I ended up using my energy to.
Yeah, so here's where I go for the unison play.
Yeah.
I don't know why I got rid of it. I think I'm.
No,
I
you
read
were
it
at
wrong.
you were at 3, so it loses all 3.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so we just go as wide as we can.
At this
Get
point,
as
it's
many
just
swings in. Yeah,
just
because
go in.
dude, this matchup was hard. Good playing through a tragedy foretold is like impossible, but I was able to get as many little guys out on the board as possible. I think here I make a mistake too because Slug is actually unique, so he's not supposed to be on the board. I don't know if we catch that.
No, that was a so you swing. Now you're swinging for a 20k right here. I think you could have just ended it right there if you just comboed everything. Yeah. But yeah, like a super combo, and that card that I put right there, that was a sensu beam. It was either in that super combo or the next one that I ended up putting the sensu beam on it, and I don't know what I was thinking. Like, it literally could have changed the play, because then all your attacks were. Or maybe I draw into a sensu beam and then. Yeah, you know what? I draw into the sensu beam after I do this. So I combo out. I think I have another super combo. Put something under. And then I draw into a sensu beam and a negate. And like that's like doom for me. I can't do anything anymore. Oh, yeah. Another super combo.
Bardock being a 16k was super helpful just because it forces them to get rid of a card.
You see, I told you I ended up drawing into the super combo. If I would have just kept super comboing instead of playing the 10k straight out of my hand, I would have eventually gone into the bean. That bean would have gotten me the 20, which then you would have had the combo, which I think you had no hand anymore.
No, dude, I couldn't keep up with the hand.
Yeah. So honestly, I think I would have, from that small of a misplay, it's something that you really don't see, but that's like that definitely ends up being what could save you the game. Could have super comboed all the way into the sensor beam. Never did those, so I took that loss. That was definitely badass Towa deck you had there.
Yeah, but definitely well played. Big B, helping me out with some of the rulings, and shout out to Fandom for holding that tournament for us.
Yeah, Fandom always hooking it up. Get that discount. Putting Nimbus in the checkout. Definitely go and check them out.
Yes, sir. And again, shout out to our team captain Shy for actually getting this tournament together and getting us all down in one place. Super fun. It was a good turnout, so we had a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys liked the video and enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, let us know what you guys think in the comments, and just be ready for the next one, guys.
Yeah, and then also we didn't check out the deck profiles. You guys can check them out. They're out now. And then definitely have a good time with these what we like to call jank decks. See ya.
Later. Peace.